Hello, friends. I wish you all the best. At the auction, my husband's little lawyer accidentally broke a jewel necklace worth $1 million. He didn't say 2 words, immediately withdrew the payment card neatly on her behalf. Less than half an hour later, the assistant posted it on Weibo. Not through the rain and wind. Sao see the rainbow. Thank you for your generosity. I'll definitely try harder. Has not stopped. She carefully passed that article to me, as if afraid of missing out. I'm just leisurely sending my husband a message. I heard someone broke the CEO's necklace. How much did Chu hurt? Very quickly, he answered, not much, just change. I typed a short line of clear, cold words. 1,000,000 is change? So give me a minute. Transfer 30,000 to my account. A long silence. He finally answered, don't be kidding, my wife. Sent one. Click the picture in the picture. His most cherished watch is broken. No longer recognize the shape. It is worth exactly 30,000. Just 2 seconds later, my phone rang. The deputy called Yen Chi. His voice screeched to the breaking of a deep slam. Do you know that clock in the world? There are only 3. Are you crazy? I slowly raised my voice, so calm that it was scary. What are you screaming about? The message I sent? I think it was very clear. I glanced at the wall clock. You're 47 seconds late. I'm standing right now in your garage. You know the consequences. Ben Chi did not say another word and hung up the phone. Less than a minute later, my bank account is notified. Successful transfer. Amount, 30,000. I glanced at the updated numbers. The corners of her lips curled up in a cold smile. Slight gliding fingers. Send the second photo. A close-up of the Ferrari. His limited edition is beaten to the point of distortion. No longer recognizable. The phone immediately rang again. Deputy Yen Chi gritted her teeth. Every word came out from between her teeth. Deep forest. Do you know how much new money I lost on that car? I cut my voice off. You know, 38 million. Last month, you just flew back from Italy, remember? I was wrong. I tilted my head slightly. The tone was still calm. Does it hurt? If it hurts, remember me. I don't want to do this a second time. Yen Chi was silent to choking, finally just stamping machine. I shrugged my shoulders and didn't care. Commercial marriage doesn't need love. It's good, it's not good. Ben Chi and I met through dating 3 years ago. Family, appearance, capacity. Everything fits so well that reason can't refuse. Less than half a year, we had smoothly signed the marriage registration. We weren't even in the same room on our wedding night. Before everyone went to their own room, we stood politely at the top of the stairs, said goodnight to each other. After marriage, right? A year ago, I slept with Ben. The reason is simple. We were both drunk. They're deputy owners of the Centennial Auction House. The rules are so strict, they can be folded tighter than the artifacts of the palace. My house is different. It's just a family that's been emerging for a few years. My father used to roll over the country about washing water, sword guards, step into the mainstream. There are no rules, and even a little bit of gangster air. That's why I never cared about Vice Yen Chi. Love me or not, we are not the kind of people who trade benefits for love. But this time, the inspector dared to step on my face to show off. What I don't allow is someone touching my stuff. Not even to look. I know very well. Ben Chi is not easy to swallow this. That evening, a message from the 6-year-old arrived. Quiet party. Your husband's got a strange face tonight. I opened the phone. A picture is clearly on the screen. Very familiar background frames the VIP area of the auction house they deputy, Faye's Villas in Minduck Street. Next to Ben Chi is a girl. Young, evening gown so gorgeous, tang. It's as immature as stepping into this place for the first time. Trying to dress up to the point where it's impossible. My father put the phone back on the tea table. 6 Xiao's message is still jumping up endlessly. This girl has a big liver. Dare to wear the ring that your family has to pay to show off. Wait, that ring isn't broken? I pressed open Weibo of the Love Bowl. There's a new photo on it. She's wearing Deputy Yen Chi's, standing under the crystal chandelier in the moonlight scene, laughing like a cat that just ate. I like him. Thank the director. The governor took me to such a luxurious place. The most annoying thing in the photo? It's the Thui emerald ring. The Qianlong is twinkling on her wrist. That round last week, Deputy Yen Chi. I just paid $1,000 for breaking her arm. I laughed at the memory of half a year ago. There was also an assistant, just to borrow an excuse to give documents, then stand a little closer to him. Less than 24 hours later, they were fired on the spot. I can still remember the words Yanchi used to say that day. The company does not need employees. I don't know how much. It's good now. Again, to personally take a little surveyor to a party. VIPs let her show off intimate photos on Weibo. I can't hang the C. Announce to the world, I know she's wearing a broken jewel. Value, 1,000,000. I picked up the phone and called. The bell rang 7 times. Finally went straight to voicemail. That's good. The corners of my lips slipped softly. My fingers flashed across the screen. Open WeChat, type each word. The deputy general director took the female inspector to the VIP party. You don't have to say anything to your wife. Send me a message for 6. Did the deputy look at the phone? A second later, the message came back and he saw it. I did, but I didn't answer your question. I'm not in a hurry. Continue to send another message to Vice Yanchi. Answer me. I know you read the message. It's like throwing a rock into the sea. The message is still unanswered. I coldly pressed send message. I'll give you one last chance. If the message doesn't appear in 10 seconds, your name is self-inflicted. Outside, the rain has begun to fall and beat against the glass. I leisurely walked into the library, opened the safe, took out a diary that's colored by time. My hand turns the pages and then stops at the cover. Hold up the camera and take a picture, and send it directly to Yanchi. In less than 3 seconds, a message from him jumps up. What are you going to do? 6 also sent a message. God, it's so deep. Their face is pale. What did you send him? I laughed and replied to her with a sticker sticking out my tongue. Just sit back and watch the play. This diary is the white moonlight in his heart. I used to leave the first page for Yanchi when he was 16 years old. I hope you like this gift. A diary full of love. She was supposed to hand it over the day she confessed. But life has no what if. Before she could confess, 2 of them were kidnapped. For the opportunity to live for Vice Yanchi, she was tortured to death in front of his eyes. And the Japanese writes, this sign is the only thing left of her. In the eyes of Vice Yanchi, its value goes beyond life. I remember this, and suddenly, something interesting happened. There are 3 parts to the pot. A cold laugh slipped from Yanchi's lips. The more you live, the more you fall back. Even this cheap alternative is played. Less than a few seconds later, the phone was ringing continuously. Messages from him came crashing down. Don't touch it. What's wrong? We can talk nicely. Clearly, he was completely panicked. I hit send. 1 sentence. Now call me. In less than a second, the phone rang. I picked up the phone calmly, turned off the speakers. At the top of the rope over there, the noise of cloth rubbing against the chaos mixed with Vice Yanchi's powerful compressed breath. You're receiving guests? I laughed softly. Turn on the speakerphone. It was silent for a few seconds. And then, in the cold kitchen, the speaker turned on. The sound of touching glass, the laughter, boisterous, in the hall immediately shut down. It's like there's AI choking the air. In a moment, I raised my voice, word by word, over the phone, echoing in the splendid space. Sorry to bother you. I am the legal wife of Deputy Yanchi Lin. I can imagine the scene right now. The guests dressed only in shoe, champagne cup handles. Turn your head to the main table. Their eyes, both stunned and startled. My husband is definitely trying to keep it up, a wry smile on her lips. It's just that the corners of my mouth are starting to shake. Maybe tonight, my husband should be the one to take me to this party. I speak slowly, fingertip gliding through the yellow pages of the diary. A soft voice, every word like a knife. But I didn't get any invitations. Calm down a little. Yanchi's voice cracked in a hurry. You and she are just above and below. Don't think about it. So I laughed, as cold as the wind swept through a rainy night. Which boss gives it to his subordinates? A pearl necklace worth 1,000,000? No? I'm actually not interested. What's with the filthy relationship between 2 people? I just want him, in front of everyone. He slapped her twice. The Kia sidewire immediately shut up. I can only hear every breath. You are crazy. Deputy Yanchi gritted her teeth, low voice. You may not do it. I turned slowly to the middle page of the diary, deliberately read every word. This is the first time she's seen you. Yanchi plays basketball so handsome. I snapped a picture of him and hid it in my diary. That's enough. His voice was so close that he couldn't hold it anymore. Then the VA chair hit. Disordered footsteps. The whole hall is clearly broken. The sound of the tarpaulin cracked, so clear that it's pierced through the eardrum. The scream that tore through the air of love echoed in the phone. That hurts my mind. I keep on slipping my lips with cold words. The second one is heavier. Over the phone speaker, I even heard a deep rustle. Maybe that jewel fell to the floor. The front end of the Kia is silent. I folded the diary softly. It sounds like you just closed a deal. That's good. I hung up and poured myself a glass of red wine. Wine just touched my lips. I remember the first wedding day, 3 years ago. When giving the ring, Vice Yanqi's smile was donny-made, curved shoes, just enough standard, no deviation. A glass of two fathers shaking hands. Strong sentence uttered softly, but it's like the end of what's called love. Me and him, from beginning to end, it's just a transaction. An heir who was raised by their vice. A treasure detector honed by the Lamb family. We're like two antiques in a glass cabinet, stickers stating the subject of registration for. The phone vibrates. It's the video 6 Xiao sent to. Open your mouth and run out of the party hall. Ben Chi's face was as dark as a rock, angry enough to chase. Last frame magnified. The ring is broken this time. It was worse than last time. 20 minutes after, the doorbell rings. I glanced at the monitor where Deputy Supervisor Yanqi stood. Bucket tie deflection. Messy hair. In my eyes, the familiar anger that I knew by heart. I pressed the button to open the conversation down to the salt and wait. Don't wait for him to react. I always turn off the screen. It's good to reign for a while. Even though SAO is the phoenix with wet wings, it's no different than a tattered chicken. The phone rings again. This time, it was a 6-year-old call. What quality did you just send him? Come on, I'm studying for my sister-in-law. I laughed and raised my glass very simply. As long as you don't see him as the whole natural world will know how to teach. 6 hours, so I can't let go. I'm not surprised. She and her husband are barber, growing up together. Tangerine rap. It's as if you were born a couple of fates. But hey, she asked, you treated them so well today? Did he come back and drag you out? I grinned coldly, looking for me to provoke him. He led his lover everywhere, boasting. I haven't even counted. Now you have to swallow it. At that moment, the cloth was rubbing against the back. I turn around. Yanqi stood there, wet from head to toe. He has a dark face. I just walked in and asked, my voice almost grinding out every word. Not my diary. I didn't answer. Just hang up the phone and look at him. We are silent that AI eyes as well as sharp cold blades. The last person to bow is him. Ben Chi let go for an hour. He sighed as if all his energy had been drained and slumped heavily on the couch. I did what you said. What else do you want? I pursed my lips, laughing. What do you think you want? I just want to see you lose face at the table. People of the world. My voice is not high, but every word is clear. So sharp that it can tear off the mask of pretense. His to this country. You still have nothing to explain to me. Deputy Yanqi softly moved her lips. In the end, I couldn't speak. I know what you mean. I want to say there's nothing between you and her. It's just that the superiors and subordinates are carefree and innocent. I laughed in a voice as cold as the east wind. So you tell me. Just because an assistant stood by you for a few seconds, I immediately fired her. And she gave me $1 million jewel necklace. I don't feel funny. I lean forward, force him into a position where he can't hide. You're not the vague type, to the point of being indistinguishable. It's unlimited, Yanqi. It's your tolerance. To make her confident and provoke me step by step. On the one hand, he's growing pale, and I'm moving forward. Not fast, not slow, but the pressure was as strong as the wind before the storm. I looked up her file. Expertise without an associate degree. The moon is not. I told her how she got into the auction house. I crouched my gaze at the bottom of his eye. You use her just because she's a little bit like the Moonlight Six. In your heart. You thought I didn't know why. The last sentence is like a stab in the pain. In the end, Vice Yanqi couldn't stand it anymore. Bury your face in the palm of your hand. The hoarse voice trembled. Quiet. Don't talk anymore. I held out my hand and gently brushed his hand, forcing him to raise his head in front of him. Yanqi, I love you, so it hurts to be angry. I stopped staring into his eyes. Every word is poured into the ear. Why do you love me? He bit his teeth. It's like the whole world is choking in your throat. Finally uttered a word of love. I curled my lips with a flat smile. Then from the drawer, take out the diary that's been wrapped up. Put it in his heart. Yours is also a part of the past, so it's closed. I looked straight at him, and my eyes didn't waver. I love you so I don't touch what you hold dear. But don't forget, my love is not in. Don't try to make me 7 again. A few seconds later, Ben clasped me in his arms. It was almost violent and pushed me down on the bed. That familiar feeling quickly enveloped both of them. The dress was ripped apart. Only the high-grade silk fell off, like a stripped-down camouflage. In the moment, the taste of blood filling the tip of the tongue, it makes the spirit even clearer. I put my hand on the back of his head. White fingers whisper words into my ears. Remember, you only have this one chance. His reaction is like an angry beast. Hands plugged in tight. Take off my shoulders. The promise is loud and low. There is no next time. News of the death of Deputy Yan Chi. Slap in front of the customer. Less than half a day. Lan all the floors in the auction house. No one mentioned it. No one commented. But all eyes are strange. From that day on, she was a murderer. No more flattery. No more admiring eyes. Only cold and quietly pushed to the edge. Within a month, from the surveyor, she's been demoted as an assistant. Salary also dropped to the bottom. Mood instability. Continuous work error occurred. And then the contract was terminated and brought in front of her. Straightforward words of negotiation. I thought the boat was built. I can't believe she still has a new one. The light outside the windows sings in lengthening the shadow. Someone in the spacious room. Love is standing there. In a white dress of old rags hand-embroidered, the daisies, some of the threads have come apart. No different than her current form. That's the dress she's been making for 3 nights. The needle and the nose are all simulating the dress. That's what Park Bai used to wear. Her voice trembled weakly like a wounded animal. I really don't know what I did wrong. Outside the window, the rain slanted. Scars swept through, leaving streaks of water like scars on the glass. On the table, the waste essay notice lies silent. The last red seal tied his eyes as a sentence. They said I wasn't qualified. The tears started to flow away. The masquerade deliberately mimics Park 6. There's only one smelly face left here, struggling. But last week you praised me. She lifted her head with tears in her eyes. You know my mother is still in the hospital. My face lover chanced to grab his sleeve. The nail is almost plugged into the fabric. If I lose my job, my mother's chemo is what to do. I was really out of my way to find you. Please give me a chance to stay. Outside the window, a lightning tore through the sky. The cold light cuts straight down on the floor. I can see her face, full of tears. Ben Chi looked at that face and had 3 parts of it. For a moment, his eyes became empty. It's like being dragged back to that night at the warehouse. Right after that, he immediately turned angrily and smashed the door. Assistant is AI. It gives you the right to intervene in personnel matters. His voice was as cold as a knife. The person who pays you is me, and you dare to use the government I gave you against my people. Do you want to die? The assistant raised her head calmly, facing without fear. Who are your people? Just one question. Yenchi's face was dark to the extreme. Finally roared out immediately. Don't need to work another minute. That day, for the first time, Ben was angry with me. He banged on the door. The voice screeched like thunder. You have to put someone else in a new position. SAO, a dedicated glass cabinet containing precious stones that he threw away. The sound echoes in the quiet room. Ruby tablets, precious Myanmar pigeon blood, rolling on the Persian carpet. Diamond cutting knife plugs directly into the real leather of the sofa. Ben Chi walked step by step through the mess. Air of the people. Eyes as cold as a dagger. I thought I'd beat the clocks. Breaking a few cars can force me to subdue SAO? He chuckled in contempt. Let me tell you, from now on, my wife will not be fired. She's officially my assistant. Stop a beat. He's close to every word. Don't think we're married. You can do whatever you want. He knocked on the door and walked away. I turned my head and didn't say a word. Just quietly walk him out the door with a glance. Then sit down, picking up a piece of sharp, broken glass from the ground. Palms bleeding hands. Every drop of blood fell, died on the diamonds, splattered. Each flower of proud blood bloomed on the carpet. I pursed my lips with cold eyes. Ben, if you wanted to turn on me, don't blame me for accidentally. At the ancestral home they sent me to, sit quietly on the sofa, 2 red eyes, arms wrapped in thick white tape. Father-in-law goes back and forth in the living room, dark face. He was so angry that the atmosphere around him was about to explode. My mother sat next to me, looked with pity at the bandaged arm. The hatred was filled in the bottom of my eyes. Just finished bandaging in the hospital. I immediately took the car straight home. Her parents are not hiding it. Say a sentence straight. Son, 2 people. The one that the whole family is proud of. It's the pride of the deputy. Just because of a judge. There are 3 parts to a dead ex. Turn your face to your wife. It's not just public cover-ups. Support her in the company. And the thick face took her to the communal party. Let the whole world laugh at me. I raised my head and looked straight into their eyes. His voice remained calm even though his eyes were red. Today, just because I fired her, he can straighten his hand and hurt me. Standing in the middle of the house, scolding me as if He is a water lover. The words just shed tears in my eyes, but 1 drop fell. This kind of warmth is a stimulant. Her parents' anger reached its peak. My husband immediately picked up the phone and dialed, the cold voice, "You're hiding under that goblin's skirt. Get out of here now for me. If you're not there in half an hour, don't ever set foot in this house again." Mother-in-law squeezes my hand, holds me tight like she's afraid I'll disappear, endlessly comforting to ensure every sentence, a child with peace of mind. "I'm going to make that animal kneel down today. I'm sorry. I will not let you suffer at all." I sniffed a few meekly things against her lap. On the outside it is pitiful, but in my heart I silently ponder. As a wife, people have advantages in their hands without knowing how to use them. To compete fairly with a girl, there is no origin. I'm stupid. You will know how to use every talent to achieve the greatest benefit. I have a legal marriage. My parents are as strong as mountains. There is a commercial connection between the 2 houses, have the resources to crush a small assessor. So where do I have to let go? Give up all those advantages? Condescending to her, watching the younger AI? Who's more like his ex? The most important thing is that my father is a kind of person. If you obey, the sky will clear. The wind is quiet. But if you dare to disagree with him, no matter who, you will also crush your way of life. I just want to force Vice President Yan Shi to bow down tonight, not to the point of wanting to be an early cook. So I categorically rejected the proposal, my father's war proposal. Nuclear weapons are meant to deter. It's not for wars. Mosquito flies like this. I casually say, if you lose tonight, prove that there's nothing left for you to hold on to. How do you want to do it? I absolutely did not interfere. So that old tiger, despite its sharp claws, still willing to meekly retreat to the chicken wings, turned into an ambush. Half an hour after the door, self-pushed out. Ben Chi walked into the cold like a frozen bone. I just saw him. The corners of my lips could hardly resist. I almost laughed out loud. It's ridiculous. To this country. But this stupid guy still dares to bring me love. Just entered Vice Yan Chi's house. Immediately feel the pressurized atmosphere. Low capacity is weighing down every inch of space. The cold face immediately calmed down some parts. Your father is in a meeting. Something was so urgent that I had to go back immediately. My husband's face was as cold as a storm. If you can't meet during the day, you have to choose the right night. Meeting with AI to clarify Ra. See so I can call to verify. Yan Chi immediately stiffened her throat. That cheap lie. He thought he could easily outsmart his mother, who expected to be twisted to no way back to the meeting. He had just finished dinner by candlelight, to her intimate post in the circle of friends. I also showed it to my mother-in-law. What are you trying to hide now? My husband spat out every word. Why is it silent? You hit your wife so hard in the afternoon, now as dumb as mussels? Master Yan Chi Cho, your heavy gaze turned towards me. I finally saw the thick bandages wrapped around my hands. His face was deep. When I hit you in the dark, I closed my eyes. My lashes trembled, my voice choked. You didn't hit me. It's all my own doing. I just finished saying that. My husband couldn't stand it anymore. A Thai tarpaulin straight up to Vice Yan Chi's face. Asshole! You're so hurt that you dare say it's slandering you. The slap was so heavy that his nose bled out. Panic screams out for an hour. Frantically took a paper towel to wipe his nose blood. Extremely intimate movements. My mother-in-law squeezed my hand. The force was so strong that it almost crushed the bones of the hand. I know the last act of love was completely infuriated. Mom-husband grinds teeth, even if Vice Yanqi loses face. But their house, this deputy absolutely does not allow anyone who does not know shame. As you heard here, the blood-wiping action of the love bowl immediately stiffened. She finally realized it. Now is not the time to be in deep love. Hurriedly bowed his head and pulled back. Pretend to be harmless. But Vice Yanqi refused to stop. Keep your eyes on me. Harsh voice. You make a mess of me. That's enough. Put a second slap down. This time blood was leaking from both his nostrils. B.A. husband grinds his teeth. Shut up and do such a disgraceful thing. Dare to loud to your wife? I'm blind to raise animals like you. Mom husband swivel. My cold eyes swept towards the end of love, who was timidly hiding behind Vice Yanqi. Her voice froze with words like a knife. What do you mean? You're bringing this stuff home? I want to give her my wife's chair? Or plan to notify us directly? I'm going to change my wife? The terrified lover shook his head with tears. No, I'm just subordinates of the Deputy Director General. Don't get me wrong. But Vice Yanqi risked her life to protect her. No matter the blood in the nose. Hard eyes. You and she have nothing. She's just my employee. I'm not having an affair. Mother-in-law pissed to run. The man reached for the ashtray on the table, threw it straight at two people. The ashtray didn't hit, but my love was in a hurry to make a sound, full of carpet. Mother-husband laughed coldly. That's right. You didn't hit it, afraid of no one usually. Your face is pale and you know you are acting too much. Immediately scrunched his neck and bowed his head. Benchi still bit his teeth. You and your lover are really just a superior relationship? Don't listen to your parents? And he said, he held my hand, eyes with a cold voice. You're my own son. You trust an outsider more than me? If you think like that, you have nothing to say. When he finished, he turned his face away. Strong hand banged on the door, a beam echoed the whole house. In the midst of her husband's thunder, I quietly but firmly withdrew my hand from my mother's hand. My husband is still clinging. If your parents come to this country, Vice Yanqi, I can still say words like that. I think it's between me and him. There's nothing to hold on to. The other. No more words. I will divorce him. The next morning, when the executive assistant just walked into the company lobby, immediately caught the sight of the eye in love. Face as bright as spring. The arrogance cannot be hidden. I just saw my old boss. She glanced with a sarcastic voice. You were fired by the SA company. What are you doing back here? Guilty of the vice president. You thought he'd give you a chance to come back? The words just finished. The face of love immediately stiff. Hurry back the arrogance. Stand up straight. Bow politely as an elementary school student meets the superintendent. Hello, ma'am. I'm standing in front of her, arms crossed. His cold eyes swept across his high voice. She's now my plenipotentiary, deputy CEO of Lamthe Group. In this company, an expert like you has no right to stand here poking fun at my people. I glanced at the clock. Notify Vice President Yanqi. Meet me in the conference room in 15 minutes. I love my lips, trying to pick up some air and say, she is afraid that the director, the deputy, is preparing for a very important meeting. Maybe it's not convenient for you today. I raised my eyebrows and laughed. Then you tell him again. I'm here to talk about divorce. If you don't see your face within 15 minutes, I'll file an application directly in court tomorrow. I finished patting her on the shoulder. The voices are all, but it's so sharp that it's like a slap in the girl's face. Well done, Lady Chair. I'll leave it to you, General Manager. Can you sit or not? Let's see how strong you are. Less than 10 minutes later, the door to the conference room was pushed out, black as the bottom of the pot. I walked in just as I was terminating the Human Resources Department. SA fired 2 employees. Once publicly flattered that love. I want people to understand. Guilty with Deputy Executive Assistant Yanqi. You can go to the forest and advance, but if you sin against me, in the end, there was only one package. Deputy Yanqi gritted her teeth. Lamb's angry voice was muffled. In the middle of the day, the company makes trouble. What do you want to do? I haven't even opened my mouth yet. The assistant next door put a stack of files on the table. Professional voice, but as sharp as slashing in the face. This is a divorce petition. All the terms have been written. You just have to read it carefully and sign it. Yan-Chi's eyes were dark. Stare at the paper in front of you. Lamb's deep, hoarse voice. What do you want? I sat up straight in a calm voice. Eyes without a ripple. To divorce you. You haven't looked out yet. It's about the division of property, and I made it very clear. Cooperation projects between the two countries remain the same. Just one other thing. This year, I would like to receive an additional 5% dividend. He clenched his fist, his voice heavy. Just for the sake of love? You want to divorce me? I lifted my lips with a determined look. I made it clear that this was the first time. It was also the last time. If you really value the little assessor, it's like that. I won't bother you. I give you back your freedom. There's a bang on the table. Deep forest. How many times have I told you I'm not having an affair? You believe me. What I have to do? I nod my head in a calm voice like running water. I believe at this point, I believe you've never crossed the line. He raised his head, his eyes lit up with hope. But at that moment, I continued. The voice is still soft, but cold. But I feel like you're dirty. I gave her a $1 million silver necklace. Take her to the party. I'll have dinner by the candles and go home. I didn't forget to bring her. You can see any of her posts. The whole city is reminding me, not just once, that you and she are too intimate. And yet you still feel like nothing. I looked him straight in the eye and said slowly every word. I'm not a fool. You do that. It's like writing a divorce paper, just waiting for me to sign. If exchanged, I have a man with me every day. Shuttle romantic dinner. Take home. Debut parents. Then I turned to tell you we were just... All your friends think. You'll believe? I pointed to the divorce agreement in front of him, in different voice. Sign quickly. I have a Thai exam this afternoon. I have no time to mess with you. The man with empty eyes looked at me. Hoarse voice. I am pregnant and have been waiting for 47 days. His eyes flashed in his head. He came back that night after the party, after the quarrel and the madness of the night. But as soon as Tia hoped to regroup, I have coldly extinguished. Don't think that many babies are not yours. Vice Yan-Chi's face turned pale. What are you talking about? That night, obviously. I casually cut, my eyes as sharp as a knife. I told you, it's not yours. I sat with my back straight and looked at him gracefully. This baby, if I say AI's, it's that person's. Even if it has nothing to do with you, it's my own child. Later, he will bring them Lin Vice Yan-Chi to hold hands. The voice choked deep. What do you mean after all? I tilted my head in a calm voice. I'm talking about work. I mean the idea on the face. I slit my lips with sarcastic eyes. My child does not need a father. All day long with first love. I don't even need a blind father. Not clear with his subordinates. I stopped a beat, my voice didn't flutter. You're not having an affair right now. But you let her provoke me. Let her eyes catch you every second. Every minute the talk about two people echoed across the company that you're still ignoring. Today, I still have my name. But who's sure you won't make it tomorrow? I looked straight into your eyes. Every word, every hard word. I don't bet. And I'm not stupid enough to make a bet. I laughed, my eyes cold as ice. Instead of waiting for the vegetables to ripen before weeding, they didn't let the grass grow in the first place. I bend my head slightly, hands on my stomach. I'll raise this child myself. Is it just mine? It has nothing to do with you, not even a penny. I stood up and turned, and my voice was clear. I told you, you're dirty. I don't need it. Deputy Yan-Chi divorce. In the end, he didn't sign the petition. When I left the company gate, Love in a hurry to follow behind, block in front of me. Lady, please wait a moment. She stood there neither humble nor arrogant. The quiet voice, can I talk to you for a second? I raised my eyebrows, laughing. Always here. I'm very busy. There's no time to listen to nonsense. The dark Love's eyes lowered their voice. Lady, you misunderstood. There's really nothing between me and the vice president. We're just stopping. I bluntly cut through her piercing gaze. If you're just going to say those kind of empty sentences, as long as I'm not interested. I smirked my lips, my voice as cold as the winter wind. AI also has its own calculation. What you hate the most is the design, without knowing how to hide. Keep showing off as if you're afraid people won't recognize you. I glanced down at the bracelet on her wrist. You wear that ring every day, regardless of outfit, rasau only, because you want to show others your place in the vice. How special is Yen Chi? I laughed softly, and she posted a job photo shared on Friend Circle. It's just to show off that dubious relationship. Yes, my eyes are cold. You know those parties. Your presence is inappropriate, and yet the thick side remains. Because you want to try. See if his love for you is deep enough. I shrugged my shoulders and continued. If you're really careless, I wouldn't stand in the tea room. The sisters ate things about the secret to conquering the superintendent. Face color love, face white, fluttering lips. Why do you know these things? I sighed in a slow but cold voice. Because I'm still the CEO's wife. Employees in the company, I'd love to tell you these stories. No one has any reason to hide. I have a cold face and a smile on my face. I will still get divorced eventually. I tilt my head and curl my lips. Did he sign the petition? The light of interest in her eyes. Sooner or later he will sign it. I laughed in a cold voice. I think if I retreat, will you really sit in that position? I asked slowly, one word at a time. I'm strong enough to help him get married. The strategy is not. He has enough connections to help him expand his market. There is solid support to connect the power classes. She tried to stay calm and bit her teeth. The voice tries to be confident, but I'm so much like his lost first love. I can help him find his good old memories. I burst out laughing, this crunchy laugh salute. I also know that I'm just a surrogate. I glanced at her with a fake. No matter how many, it's just a temporary replacement. I turned around, my pale voice. If Ben Chi has the courage to hold you, so let him see how long he can hold it. I'm not the kind of woman who's gentle and resigned. I hate you, but not the kind that has to wait 15 to retaliate. I like definitely. Neatly cordless melon. My lover immediately squeezed hands, face alert, eyes full of room. Sister, what do you want to do? If you dare to touch me, the deputy director won't spare you. I softly curled my lips. His voice was cold to the bone. Don't worry. I don't get my hands dirty for little things like this. I just need to throw some of your exciting news out. Guarantee not long. Both the auctioneers and the surveyors will know your name in the form of a stain. No one wants to get involved. I believe until then, but the police officer was no longer patient to protect her. If you are light, you will be sent to some department. If you are a heavy worker, get out of the company. Even though she herself admits she's just a copy of SAO, it's cheap if you're his first love. I'm a little nervous, but unfortunately you're just a fake. It's a cheap alternative. It's not good when it expires. Think about it in the heart of someone like Ben. Fake things have a lot of value. I tilted my head slightly and laughed, a light smile. It makes other people's backs cold. I almost forgot there was one more small thing. I pulled out my phone, opened a video, put it in front of her. Look at the dog you've had for years. Hire someone to take a walk every day. Unfortunately, my driver was not careful. He's dead. Don't worry. The compensation will be delivered soon. I slowly put away the phone, laughing. I'm really sorry. I hope you get stronger soon and live on. When I finished, I turned around and left, leaving the face of love kneeling in front of the company gate, crying like a lost soul. I can't believe this time the 6-year-old is out, so definitely to the dark past of the world. High school is also cleaned. She dropped out of school because she was pregnant, then quietly tore it apart, went out to work, rolling enough profession in the nightclub until I met a college professor. Do a contract in exchange for a formal degree, out of contract. She's got a head of department at the recruiting center in exchange for an internal interview. Thanks to the how-how face, Ben Chi's first lost love. She's good enough to be an assessor next to him. With such an illustrious record sheet, I asked him if he missed the opportunity, and Face helped best friend in just 1 week. Thanks to the couple's formidable combat capabilities, 6 old stories of love are uncovered without fail. A piece of land news all over the place. The young master beat his wife for a fake to the hospital, forced divorce. Believe I'm pregnant. They just moved out of the house and immediately became a group. The old man and his wife heard the news. Lack of shock to fainting. After confirming that the baby is the grandson of the Lin family, immediately dragged Vice Yen Chi to the ancestral home to teach a French battle to remember life. The next day, my husband set foot in the company, immediately receive a waste essay notification from the Human Resources Department. She didn't want to see Vice Yan. The resulting limb is pulled straight out to $1 million bracelet on her wrist. It was also withdrawn. There's not even an explanation. That night, the old man and his wife had no face. Under the biggest debt, Deputy Yen Chi, at my door, I apologize, bow down, and pray for my forgiveness. Sorry I can't open my mouth. My father threw a bucket of cold water in my face. That's good. My daughter is pregnant and you just came here. Sorry I was blind before. My dad sticks. His gaze swept through them like a sharp knife. Your son you don't manage went for a third-rate surveyor to climb on my daughter's head. You see the Lamb family as a doormat. He paused for a cold laugh. If that girl is my first love, you saved your son's life. I can even swallow. There's a cargo here, sitting on my daughter's head. They are so easy to swallow. He swung his hands straight at Deputy Yen Chi. I said, let me tell you, my daughter didn't sign the divorce papers today. I don't know tomorrow. He has to accept 7 cards for your new items. The Lin family is not blessed. He wagged his chin decisively, the child in his stomach. It has nothing to do with the deputy. My nieces and nephews, you don't need your son to be your godfather. My father exposed the fake mask in front of the deputy. The old man and his wife immediately flushed with shame. But think of my grandson, growing in my stomach. They can only bite their teeth, force themselves to bow. I beg you to forgive me for your kindness. Pray that their homes will be given a way of life. I only regret that I still respect my face. He doesn't appreciate. Don't say it's an opportunity now, even a look of pity. I'm not gonna give. Ben has been hanging on to me for months until I realized I was really broke. He just let go and signed the divorce papers. The next day, they received a divorce certificate. 6 people waiting. Please tell me the latest good news. Top love. I heard she quickly climbed into bed with a big boss in another province. Sorry, the boss said. Honey is not good. He was captured by his wife and eventually beaten to the point of destruction. From then on, the name of love completely disappeared from the cycle. Rumors mention more. Have you seen a good first love? It should be in the past. Dying for a long time. 10 months pregnant, 1 day of labor. I had the good fortune to give birth to a handsome boy, white pink, as cute as a doll. In the hospital room, the vice president and lady, as a child, Vice President Yen Chi. So every line, the more you look, the more startled you are. The little girl is no different than a miniature SAO. The two were so moved that tears fell down. But my father just gave me a cold glance. Okay, look enough. Go outside. Don't give the two of them a chance to hold on. He threw her out of the room. He was so angry that he almost hit his son in the head. Even the hospital hallway couldn't hold it. He rushed to beat Yen Chi a good fight. I almost hit him in the hospital, sharing a room with my mother. Since that day, they have been busy running to my house. No matter how many times you close the door, you don't get bored. Until Susu was over a year old to start babbling, calling grandpa, grandma, ba, cheeks. The house suddenly boomed. I didn't forbid my grandparents to visit me. The more people who love Susu, it's not a bad thing for her. But every time she naively calls BA, I fixed it right in front of Deputy Yen Chi. Don't call me bad. I don't have BA. Ben Chi heard his stiff face. It takes a lot of effort every time to laugh. He begged me countless times. I hope I give him a chance to remarry. She said she couldn't grow up without him, but I'm sorry I've never been touched. In love once. Forgiveness means signing the death sentence yourself for happiness later, that I'm not in the habit of putting your heart in the hands of others. I told him that was the last thing I said. That was the first and the last time. I don't need your sorry for being late anymore. Thank you for listening and following. There is now a fake house with a diamond jar. Main channel, more than 70,000 followers. Anyone who sees a fake channel reports a violation to YouTube. Please help me. Thank you. Trust in love, feeling odd. Every new day, rise and shine, facing life without a sign. Through the storm.